and if you've got your eyes open, you can find from people who've gone through it before you. The whole part of being a student is learning from other people's mistakes, and I think it's when people come along and say, well, actually no, but I think I know better, and it's like, okay, don't take my word for it then, good luck, and please come back and tell me if you've got something better and it works. But yeah, like I say, I was quite lucky in that respect, and but yeah, definitely any situation will tell you what it needs, and key's going out there and going and doing it then.
Adding on to what you just said, by the way, speaking as a married man, all the people skills you learned as a bouncer, yeah, you'll learn to apply them in the relationship. Must de-escalate.
Okay, I'm not coming in there.
yeah, exactly. Just an important thing. But you just brought something up very important about, I was fortunate in so many ways that I had a lot of old veterans look at me and go, "Kid, I like you. Now shut up and listen." And I did the hand gesture, whack. And that really is, I think, something that, yes, you're right, the situation will tell you. And when you look around and you see the people who are good at it, not the people who are the loudest at it, but the people who are actually good at it, they're amazing. That when they start teaching you, they take you under the wing and they begin to show you, okay, this is the factor that isn't apparent. Now, I years ago, and part of the reason why I started writing is I just changed sides. I'd become part of the people, and those guys protecting people, right, instead of being part of the problem. Man, I was just really hot to trot. I was ready to go, let's go. I worked with a guy, his name was Michael Creature, and he was an easygoing guy. He was mellow. He was smooth. He'd also been a door gunner in Vietnam. And we would go into these situations, and I'd be like, yeah, let's go. And they'd be like, calm down. And he'd walk in there, and he'd talk, and everything would, okay, cool, all right, man. We come back, I'm like, yeah, but it's easier to talk to people. Well, one day we came walking into a situation, and he looked at it, and he goes, go stand over there. And I went, but it's over, go stand over there. And I felt like a kid sent to my room. I'm sitting there like, and all of a sudden it went sideways. This dude broke and he came right at me. I caught him, I slammed him. After I got done patting myself on the back, I began to think about this. And I walked up to Michael and I said, how did you know he was going to break that way? He goes, I don't know, I just knew. Thank you, that tells me everything I need to know. Hey, great. Fast forward 4 years ago, 4 years ahead. I'm walking in. And I look at a situation, and I got this young meat eater. He's ready to go. And it's like, kid, slow down. Go stand over there. Right? Long story short, the kid comes up to me later and goes, how'd you know? I said, oh, just knew. And when I said that, a bell went off. And I went, no, wait a minute. That was an unacceptable answer when it was told to me, and it's an unacceptable answer now that I'm saying it. And I began to look, and it's like, now, what do I know now that this guy knew before, and can I articulate it? And I think that's a big part of teaching, of being able to, walk in and tell somebody what you think you know about this situation isn't all there is to know about this situation. And, slow down, kid. Let's take a look at this. Let's understand what's going on, because, one of the problems that I have with a lot of self-defense training is it starts when the fist is coming in. Right? And that's an issue of like, hold on. A lot of things have happened before that point. And it's teaching people not only the need for correct body movement, and this is going to come back to you, Nick, which is, once you've been in the field, things like correct structure, short power generation, and the ability to do that when you're stressed is critical, right? And it's amazing because people with the experience need to come back to the heavy technique that really works. It's not a matter of muscle and aggression. And that's unfortunately what's being peddled right now. I'm an MMA fighter. I'm going to tackle you to the ground. You know, it's like, guess what? Physical strength and size doesn't do any good against a knife. But, you know, the ability to, like, generate power in a short burst, the ability to break somebody's structure using your kata, which is like, Iain, when I heard about your stuff, it was like, yes, somebody is out there who is teaching this stuff of, yes, that turn, it's a throw. You know, gee, short punch, long kick. Well, what do you mean he's not in the range for that kick? You've just kicked his back leg, stupid. Right? That sort of stuff is critical. Oh, I think that's my wife. But, again, it's getting back to this. Training here. You can talk to Kris for
Yes. If you were going to take now, and Rory, I know you've got like a study group of guys that you get together with, and Nicholas, you've got the dojo there in Jamaica Plains. If you ever get a chance, go to Jamaica Plains and go to that facility. It's like, you're like, oh, this is how the other half lives. You know, the rest of us live in 600 square foot hovels with low ceilings, and I mean, these guys can spin stuff. But anyway, if you were going to take, and you get 3 words to describe your school, your training group, or whatever involvement that you've got right now, you get 3 words, and if you go past 3 words, I get to sock you. Okay, I get to sock. You have to stand up, put your hands behind your back, and I get to hit you. No, wait a minute, my kid gets to hit you. It's even worse. All right. So take a second and think about that. What are the 3 words that describe the training group you're in, or the the school that you're running, or what the group you're involved with embodies? And think about that.
I'll dive straight in. Do ands count?
No.
Okay. I would say fun. I would say honest. And I would say, if I was to choose a word, I would say family. It's probably what I would choose for our group. That's certainly what I try to instill.
Well, mine would come from the great master of warfare, who I put up there with Clausewitz, Sun Tzu, and that's Larry the Cable Guy. Get her done.
Friendly. Everyone I train with, they've got to be like that. I wouldn't train with them, Supportive, same reasons, and intense. So friendly, supportive, and intense, I think, what I'd go for.
Awareness, initiative, permission. Initiative. Yeah.
I would say tradition. That's probably foremost. Open, and I like family, but I don't want to repeat. But I guess you can describe it as just network as well, especially since we're. You're gonna have to stand up with your hands behind your back. Well, I was gonna say network. Maybe I should have mentioned family. Yeah. I mean, every time that we hold an international camp, I just got back from Portugal 2 weeks ago, and it's they have a national camp, but many countries go to attend. I was the only one from the U.S. this time, but still, it was nice to see that so many different students from the same organization. It's all from YMAA, but we all bond together. The second we're there, it's like there are no divisions between your school and my school, this country or that country. Everyone just bonds, and we're all kind of on the same mission, on this traditional Chinese martial arts mission, and so that's where I say tradition, and everyone's very open to sharing their knowledge. Everyone's very open to helping everyone progress further in the arts, and